Hi, my name is Tyler, and I will be talking today about why the price of textbooks are way too high. Students pay enough to go to the university that they go to, and they shouldn't have added hundreds of dollars on top of the thousands that they pay for to go to a certain university. The cost for this university that I go to, Findlay, is $42,000, so adding to the debt that students have on top of that just isn't right. We can all relate to this because we are in college and all in the same boat having to buy textbooks. Clearly, this is a big problem. It adds to the debt of the student on top of all the money they are already paying to go to this college. According to CNBC, the average student pays up to $1,200 in textbooks per year, and some books cost up to $200. Back to my other point, if we're already paying thousands of dollars to go here, why should we have to pay for textbooks that aren't included for the price of tuition? Not only are the prices high, but they're increasing rapidly. USA Today states that from 2002 to 2013, the average price of textbooks rose 82%. And NBC News says that from 2006, they rose 73%. That's 4 times the amount of inflation. So every time the dollar grows in value, the textbooks are going up 4 times the amount of that. So as you can see, there's a problem there, with how much students are having to pay for these textbooks that are way overpriced. Now, since our parents' generation, so to speak, or maybe even earlier than that, textbooks, according to theatlantic.com, are up 812%. That's a faster growing rate than healthcare, home prices, and inflation. So why are students being forced to buy these high-priced books when they're already paying this much for tuition? Well, there's only about 5 suppliers of books, so there's not really any competition. So driving the prices of books up has no effect. The students feel like they need to buy them, the professors tell them to buy them, so they can continue to drive the prices up as high as they want. And also, professors don't understand because they are not buying the book themselves. I have bought 2 books this year that I have not used one time, spent over $100 on each book, and I just don't feel like that's right. You should not be told you have to buy a book when you're not even going to use it. Also, each class has a different book. I read something that said that they should add a book that teaches 3 classes so that the student can get the most out of the book and not have to spend money on each different book for each different class. Also, they can keep driving the prices up because they're not picking out which book they want. They're being told what to buy, and they have to buy that no matter what. According to Vox.com, textbooks are like prescription drugs. If you want a prescription drug, you are more worried about your health than the cost of that. It's the same with textbooks. When students are more worried about grades than the cost of the textbooks. Although students will at times not buy these textbooks and sacrifice their grades, they're very similar to prescription drugs in the way that they're handed out and the price tags that are put on them. So what are the solutions for this? Well, according to Time.com, we could switch to all online materials, such as ebooks and all that. So instead of buying a textbook and having it delivered in the mail, you get online and you read all the information on there. For example, in my economics class, my professor had us just get the textbook online, and all the information was readily available for free. I didn't have to pay anything. Now, according to U.S. News, you should buy used books, which I try to do sometimes. They're not always available. Rent books or get ebooks. I have a couple friends that rent books, and they are far less expensive than a regular book. In conclusion, the price of textbooks are way too high and need to be lowered. Students do not have a choice in buying these books because they need to get their grades. And on top of all the debt that students have, they should not be forced to buy these textbooks that they might not even use in the first place. And that is all I have today.